Mark, I expect Tuesday was fairly cut and dried in the end, but today, despite the scoreline, probably quite a tough one to take.
Yeah, we're coming away from the game again. But listen, we're in there. We've conceded 5 goals, and it's not acceptable as a team that we kind of crumble that easily. On Tuesday night, we did it at set plays. I thought we defended set plays really well today. We knew there'd be a threat from them with the size of the team. But this time we've conceded goals in open play, and we need to be better. That's the end of the question. We need to be better and more resolute and harder to score against.
Started so well as well.
Yeah, we had a plan, like I said in the pre-match. We wanted to set our shape up where we could transition, and we got our goals from those transition moments. We just couldn't sustain that.
You feel though that it was a harsh scoreline, or are you just? I mean, you can tell you're extremely disappointed.
Elements of me think it's a harsh scoreline, mainly because I think the third goal was a push and a foul, clearly a foul, clearly. And if we'd have done that in the opposite end, I think they'd have got the foul. So that kind of switched the momentum of the game. So that was a key moment for us. Ultimately, after that moment, we've got to stay in the game, and we've got to be stronger and more resolute in those moments to stay in the game. And then we knew that on transitions, if we stayed in the game, we could hurt them, but we didn't stay in the game long enough.
I said to you before about the side maybe dropping a bit deeper than maybe you'd like, and just maybe shoulders sloping a bit. Is that you sense that?
Well, we knew that, and kind of with our shape, we tried to be brave with our shape, how we approached the game. Yeah, we dropped a little bit deeper, but we ultimately wanted to start in the shape we wanted to play in, 4-3-3. I thought in the first half we sat a little bit deeper, and we knew that Sheffield Wednesday get into wide areas and deliver crosses earlier, and we conceded too many crosses towards that first half. But we went in at half time up, and we felt confident we could sustain that. Rather than changing the shape and maybe having the risk of us sitting deeper and encouraging more pressure on the ball. But ultimately, like I said, in those moments when we conceded the third in particular, I think disappointment kicked in. We felt a little bit sorry for ourselves and ultimately went on. We didn't stay in the game long enough.
Is it a defensive problem, or is it the midfield, or is it just everything together kind of combining?
I think it's a little bit of a mindset as well, where we need to have a better mindset of a team. I never put anything on individuals or units and stuff like that. The way we play is we attack as a team and we defend as a team. So there'll be elements to them goals, but we have to dissect like we did on Tuesday. And that was a set plays on Tuesday, so we had to rectify that. And we did. But ultimately we'll have to look at the goals now and see how we concede in these goals. And we're just too easy to score against at the minute. And that can't be the case.
With the penalty, looked like it came up at Tenai Watson, hit him on the arm.
I think that's a penalty. It's hit his arm, but it's the other goal I'm more disappointed with. It's a clear push on Tucks. It's a clear push, and probably a handball because it's hit his arm as well. But it's a clear push. He pushes him to the ground. So we've got to trust the referees to see that, and they haven't today. So that's kind of it was a kick in the teeth for us, and we didn't recover from that well.
You wanted it to hurt on Tuesday night. Is this another one where you think it's going to hurt and it's going to sting, or is this one where you've got to try and lift them up?
Well, we've got to lift each other up. Of course we have. Time's running out, and we haven't got long left of the season. We have to have that mindset where we have to pick ourselves up. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. It's going to hurt. And like I said, after the Bolton game, conceding that amount of goals, particularly From a defensive point of view, as a former defender myself, we can't be that soft in conceding goals. We have to be better. We have to be better as a team and more resolute in those difficult moments, which we keep saying, but it's got to change. It's got to change quickly.
Morale will already be fairly low, but dropping into the relegation zone, I suppose that's something you're not really going to be looking at in this next week.
We just got to focus on the next win and where that's going to come from. Focus all our attention on that. That's what we've got to do. It's not good. But we have to be focused. We have to be strong as a group. We have to be strong as a group, and we have to stick together.